Wow. I hope that energizes you. It energizes me. And a lot of people, I just want you to know that, let's say it's 20 people's birthdays every day. I'd be curious, Eric. I know you're a vigilant birthday message sender, but if I write to 20 people, maybe two or three or four people respond and say thank you. But I do notice that I see their posts more, and I do notice they engage more with my posts, even if they don't like it. So it does shake up the algorithm, but I think more than anything, it energizes me. It absolutely gives me such it changes my whole countenance when I start smiling. Then I'm in a great mood. Even when I first start doing it, I'm not in the same level of energy. When I'm done doing it, I just feel so good, and I just love thinking about all those people that are receiving all the love from the people that they've impacted in their life. And I just think, like, gosh, think about that. If you send out goodness into the world, just imagine it had a color into the world, and you send out goodness. And that's the way I think about us sharing this opportunity. You're just sending this out, and the ripple effect of impact that it has, people creating money. I'd love if you guys would drop in the chat just something that you've been able to do, purchase, just with income from Isagenix. I mean, for some of you, it's probably a slush fund. I mean, maybe you bought something that you didn't expect. Travel, absolutely, so many memories. And so what travel is for Holly is the memories. It's this, just a Rolodex. It's just a digital picture frame of amazing experiences. Ashley Chico brought a beach house. I mean, somebody remodeled their houseboat, traveled to see a grandchild, travel, paid off a $65,000 truck. Frank the powerhouse is killing that. I mean, what a feeling, what an opportunity. And without Isagenix, I'm guessing for a lot of you, this stuff isn't possible. It's extra every dollar. And I just think about that. I mean, when I think about, like, if I have a week where I'm just not happy with cycles, I just think I've always said this, and sometimes it doesn't land in my own heart. I sent Anne you a message the other day. It's about, like, I can think things, I can regurgitate them to you, but sometimes they don't land in my heart. And one of the things is, if you're not grateful for one cycle, God won't give you 100 cycles until you're grateful for one. And honestly, sometimes I can tell you that, but it doesn't really land in my heart. But the other day I was driving, and I was like, I was feeling like down about it. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm home picking up one of my kids to take them to a college visit, and I'm complaining. Business has changed everything in my life. If you would have known me 10 years ago, there's no chance I would have had the opportunities that I've had. No chance. So this business every day is a blessing, and I'm grateful for it. But I want to talk to you a little bit about this compensation plan and how I'm presenting it. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to present it to you the way I present it. And I'm going to encourage you. We used to do this a lot at our in-person events. We would have somebody new, like Andrea, I'd have you get up and take the whiteboard marker and draw this comp plan out for people. Because you can watch people do it a lot, but when you really learn it, when you really get a passion for it, is when you do it yourself. And so if you guys are okay with it, I'm going to just talk to you about, here's how I present the comp plan. I did it a little bit earlier for somebody I did a presentation for, and I draw it a lot. You can see I still have it up. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to just get my whiteboard out. And guys, I'm going to wipe down the whiteboard, not with an eraser like most people would, right? But I'm going to do it with an old piece of paper. Because guys, if I can do this business, anybody can. Sometimes I wipe it down. I used to wipe it down with masks during COVID. I would just have masks in here. And it's like, if I can do this business, anybody can do it. This is truly a mess, a true hot mess. And anybody can do this. If you spent the day with me, you'd go, holy cow, if she can do it, I can do it. And I hope that you feel that. So on the left-hand margin, and if you're doing this along with me, write this down and do it the way you do it, but write this down and let's draw it together. So the first, on the left-hand margin, I'm writing down A, C, M, D, and E. A, C, M, D, E on the left-hand side of the margin. And I'm going to say, hey, you start as a customer. One thing I want you to know is that everyone here begins as a customer. There's no option. If you say, Sherry calls me and says, hey, I want to look great with this collagen, or I want to make great income, she starts the exact same way, pays the same price. Everyone starts as a customer. Just an asterisk. I'm going to note, depending on your audience, if I'm talking to network marketers, I always say to them, you guys know that is an extremely important fact. I remember talking to Jack Callagher when she first was looking at Isagenix and saying, Jack, everyone starts as a customer. There's no weird conversations about, do you want to be a coach, a discount coach, a premium coach, a special customer with extra benefits on the side? There's no weird conversations like that. Everyone starts as a customer. And by the way, if they know anything about the volatility of this industry, regulatory bodies looking at this industry, you want that customer first initiative because it makes us defensible to the regulatory bodies like the FTC. It's extremely important. It's one of the best things Isagenix ever did is go to customer first. So you start as a customer. And then I'd say, Sheila, of course, you know 2 people who want to try these products with you and hold you accountable. They're money back guarantee. There is 0 risk. And I know you know 2 people. Sheila, if I know you well, I'd say, would your best friend and your neighbor, the one I always see at the gym, would they want to try it with you? They're always up for something. Guys, one of the keys to helping people become consultants, recommend people that they know, that you know in common, that might try it with them. Would your husband and your best friend, your sister and your mom, the 2 cousins of yours that I always used to go out with, would they try it with you? So I asked them, and you say, of course, Bob and Sue would be interested in trying it with me. Well, here's what you're going to do for free. You're going to convert your account to associate. Associate just means that you put in your birthday, your social, and we can now pay you cash. And you have your own link that will help you create. You can send to people. And when they order, money will magically appear in your bank account. So here's what happens. Your friends, Bob and Sue, they want to order. And so Bob and Sue say they want to order amazing nutrition. And so what they did is they got started on a system. And you, every time that they buy something, you get 20% of first orders. So let's just say for math's sake that they order $250 in their first order. So that's Bob, and this is Sue. They order $250 each. The company pays you 20% of what they order. So you're getting $50 for Bob and $50 for Sue. Let's put that over here in the margin, 50 and 50. And then you hit the first goal in our company, which is called consultant. When you reach the rank of consultant, that means you have shared with 2 people who've ordered. They give you an extra $50 for doing that. Now look at this. You now have gotten $150 cash back for 2 friends trying products money back guarantee. Now I know you, you're one influential individual. And I know you tell people to do a lot of things, they buy it and you're never paid any money. With this, Isagenix just thanks you for being such an influential and awesome person and sharing this. Now, Bob, we tell him, Bob, who will try it with you? And he says, oh my gosh, my 2 daughters want to try it. So Bob sends out 2 links after he becomes an associate, and you see what happens. Bob here becomes a consultant himself. Well, Sue, she says the same thing. She does that. She says, hey, my 2 neighbors want to try it. Sue also becomes a consultant. She's shared with 2 people. Now, remember, they've each gotten their own cash rebate, and they've gotten some free product. They both. But you, the company thanks you for helping people share. They give you $100 for Bob and $100 for Sue. That's $200 extra. And guess what? You have reached the next rank in our company. That's called manager. When you see the word crystal in front of any of our ranks, it means that you've hit this goal in a certain time period. The clock begins ticking at associate. That's when it begins ticking. We give you 60 days to hit Crystal Manager. They pay you an extra $250 bonus. Guys, I do this math for people all the time, and I want you to see what this looks like. You just earned $600, and you've still only shared with 2 people. 2 people. And you've earned $600 in cash, a whole bunch of free product, and you've really opened things up to go to the next level. Now, the next rank is called director. Director just means that you've helped 6 friends get started who've each shared with 2 people. They've each become consultant. 6 people who share with 2. If you are called a crystal director, if you reach that rank within 120 days, the company gives you a $750 extra bonus. Now, remember, you get $100 for every friend who shares with 2 people and becomes a consultant. So at manager, you had 2 people. At director, you have 6. So now you get paid $100 for each of those new consultants, another $400. Now, this compensation plan completely opens up. Our standard for people, if they say, hey, I want to really go to the moon, is a rank that's called executive. Highest rank in our company, executive. It's 10 people who know 2 people who eat or have skin. Crystal Executive, the company gives you 6 months. to reach this. 10 people who know 2 people who eat or have skin. They give you a $1,000 bonus. At director, you had 6 consultants. Now you have 10. You've added 4 consultants at $100 each, another $400. Guys, we used to teach people about how to earn $5K in 5 weeks, $5,000 in 5 weeks. And what we would teach people is every week, let's break the next 5 weeks down into just 1 week little segments. I want you to share with 2 people every week. And during that week, I want you to help them each share with 2 people. So all you want to do is, hey, Susan and Teresa are starting this week. I'm going to spend the next couple days of this week helping them each get a husband and a best friend, a sister and a mom, 2 neighbors, 2 coworkers started with them. Who wants to try these products with you, money back guarantee, and hold you accountable? Literally 0 risk, and try them for 30 days. If they don't agree, it's amazing. They'll get their money back in full. And so that's all upfront money. What I love about this company is that we can show people how to create great money off to an early start. Now, you guys all understand our cycles. And so I'm showing people, hey, listen, if you have ever been in another network marketing company, if I'm doing this for a bunch of people, I just say, hey, drop a 1 in the chat so I know who we're talking to. If I know you've been in another network marketing company, I want to tell you there's a few highlights that make Isagenix the most special compensation plan I've ever seen. We only build 2 legs. 2 legs is much easier than 5, than 8, than 10. Lots of people build wide. We build deep. 2 legs, we build deep. Our volume never flushes as long as you're personally active. Guys, that is nowhere in this industry. Almost every company, at the last day of the month, your volume flushes to 0 on the first day of the month. You have to requalify for your rank, and you have to rebuild all of your volume. Here, thank you, Isagenix. We get to keep all of the volume. 2/3 of our income is built together with people above us and below us. Strangers, 2/3 of your income. And you have no generational cutoff. If people have ever been in network marketing companies, most of the companies have a declining percentage as you go deeper into your organization. And usually at a certain point, you are nothing. I remember one of my great friends was in another company, and I thought, how in the world did the people at the top not grab you and run to the moon? Well, here's why. She was below the pay line of anyone that really could have helped. So no one cared. Guys, here, you could come in. I literally was working with someone today. And I said, wait, I think you're on my 14th level. 14th level. I'm paid on you as if I personally enrolled you, and so are all of you. It's a huge deal. Jennifer, I know you know it's a big, big deal. And so when I show people the cycles, and you guys understand that we're paid based on everyone that's coming up through, people could order. You might enroll someone who enrolls half of Italy. You might another person who's in Mexico, and all the people. And when 600 BV comes up on one side and 300 BV on the other, the company pays you out a cycle. Nothing about this has changed. The company's just added to money to this compensation plan. Everyone understands cycles, but there's some new people. So let me just show you this. We're over here. We're putting Italy, Mexico, this great team, duplication and depth, and you've banked 6,000 in volume. And you guys know, because we're a global company, we don't talk about US dollars. We talk about points, or BV, business volume. So let's say this leg has accumulated 6,000 BV. 300 BV comes up over here. It just appears people are buying on this side. The computer says, oh, wait, I see 300. I'm going to deduct that. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take you to 0 there. I'm going to minus 600 from this side. You've got plenty. And I'm going to leave you with 5,400 BV. And I'm going to pay you 1 cycle, $54. Now, another 300 comes up on this side. I'm going to subtract 600 again. I'm going to leave you with 4,800. I'm going to pay you another cycle. Now I'm paying you $108. You have 2 cycles. That's how the banked volume works. For anybody that's been wondering, is it deducts from your banked volume as soon as 300 comes up here. Now people ask me, wait, is this always the side that's the 300 side? This company is looking for ways to get you paid. So you could bring on a Brandy Brocall over here, and all of a sudden, this is your 600 side. You'll burn through all the volume here, and it flips. 10 years in, my sides still flip. My left and my right and my original center still, I never know which is going to be the bigger side. So you still see flipping. But this company is looking to pay you. It's looking for ways to give you advantages, and I love that. Now, you know also that there are pools that we're also earning in, the 5K pools. And so guys, it used to be that only executives could participate in those pools. And so now everyone has an opportunity to be earning extra monthly bonuses. So you can earn up to $5,000 in the 5K relay pools, which are continuing. And you also, managers, well, anyone really, consultants and above, can earn in the 4PET pools. And the 4PET pools, we know we're going to start paying October 23rd, they begin. But you're paid. So if I enrolled Frank, and Frank enrolled Sue, and Sue enrolled Bob, and Bob enrolled Candy, and they are ordering into perpetuity. So here's month 1, month 2, month 3, and on to 12 months if you're a manager and above. Every single month, you're being paid. You're being paid cycles, still the exact same way. You are being paid also on what people are ordering, a percentage. So depending on where they are in your organization, you're earning 4 to 10% on what they're ordering. And so it's a huge deal, huge override. So those are both overrides in your organization. You can see the slides on how that works, but it's a declining percentage. So people are like, but wait, we're a binary plan. This looks like a stair step, a unilevel plan. We're now sort of a hybrid. They just introduced another element for you to be paid in another stream of income. And I think a lot of people are wondering, well, wait, how's this going to work? For a lot of people, and for the 2 months it begins, if you are earning in the executive lifestyle bonus, they'll at least match it. But my suspicion is that a lot of us, myself included, are going to get a lot more interested in retention. And you guys know there's a funnel. We're putting new people in. But if the people are not ordering, not reordering, there's a hole in our bucket. This is going to help us address the hole in the bucket. It's going to make sure that I'm invested. So Frank, I enrolled you. I got to make sure your people are doing awesome. You enrolled Bob enrolled Sue. I want to just really work together. If you notice, when we talk about 2/3 of our income is built together with people above us and below us, it's a collaborative comp plan. This just further takes the collaboration. It also, this team, this organization, Lauren's and mine, have both been talking about the drive the line concept, the depth, the duplication, and this further rewards the behaviors that drive volume for cycles. And so that's how I'm presenting it to people. If you're on a presentation call with me, I'm saying, listen, there are other, because Brandy Brokaw asked me, how are you going to present the plan? This is how I'm going to present it. Because frankly, there's so many variables. It's hard to put actual numbers to it. I love that Jeff did some rough math back of the envelope numbers the other day. I know Chelsea Lauren did some awesome slides on the call, but I'm just going to say to people, hey, in this plan, we have amazing, the best binary I've ever seen. 2 legs, never flushes, unlimited depth, no generational cutoff, best plan. And we offer additional incentives that feed your residual income, and we reward you for doing behaviors that help you grow ultimately. In those, you can earn up to $5,000 in one pool or $60,000 extra per year. And in the 4PET, there's no cap on what you can earn. Extra monthly income on what people earn. And I know there's a lot of you who've been super focused on business, recruiting, rank advancing. Then there's a lot of you who have been super focused on people getting great product results, people really seeing the full catalog, cross-selling people. And in fairness, I think we can really develop people to be doing a little bit of both of those. We can be hybrid people to build robust long-term businesses. And that's what I'm really excited about. But I'm talking to a lot of people right now. Now, in fairness, I go through seasons where I talk to a lot of people in the industry. And then I go through other seasons where I'm just talking to people that are just like, so my people. Like they have just love to leave people better than they found them, just magical people. Maybe they've never done this industry, just people that, I'm specifically targeting. I have 3 of them I'm working with right now. And that's my sweet spot right now, as I'm just going out and I'm talking to them about drive the line. Who do you know that's just like you? I want to do a Zoom call with people you think would be awesome partners. I don't want you to spend a ton of time trying to sell them on why this is great. Will you make the introduction? And Brandy knows when she first started, we did a ton of that. We did a ton of those calls. And that's what I'm doing for these 3 new people. And then I'm just showing the plan. I'm whiteboarding it out. I'm erasing the board with like an old rag, and I'm just showing it over and over again. And then I'm saying to those people, okay, so I did a call with a girl I told you a story of how I met the woman on the plane that had the dog that Lauren liked. So her name's Julie. So Julie, I did a call for Julie's girlfriend. And I was like, you'd be awesome at this. Here's what Julie's up to. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to draw this plan out. And then when we got off the phone, I was like, who do you know that would be just like you? Is there anybody else you know who do you think would be great to do this with you guys? She was like, yes, I do. There was a girl that used to sit next to me in spin class, and she would be amazing. We got to be great friends. We chat with her. I'll make an introduction. And that's just what I'm doing. And I'm telling people the plan is going to work for you. And here's why. And so that's how I present the plan. I wanted to show you guys. I just think that the more we can present it in a way that's just, hey, it's not perfect. It's not awesome. There's a lot of leaders who do it a lot better than me, but I hope people look at me, and I hope that all of you look at me and go, if she can do it, I can do it. Low level hygiene, low key, bad props, bad lighting. I hope that you know that if I can do it, you can do it. So that's really what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm fired up about what we're going to see. And I said this on the last time I did the training. Right now, what my focus is just getting new people. I'm doing a lot of recruiting, re-enrolling people that are terminated. Here's what I found. I mean, I've been in Isagenix. It's going to be 10 years later this month. There were a lot of people who had great results when we first started. And then whatever, shiny penny syndrome, keto came along, paleo, some distraction, life. And a lot of them are coming back around going, you know what? That worked really well. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but that worked really well. Those people are really good enrollment, you guys, because they don't ask me like should they make the Ionix. They jump right back in. Ionix is a tea or a scoop goes right in their shake. They don't ask a lot of those questions that you do in the beginning. They remember how awesome it is. And they get great results all over again, and they're fired up. Their credibility is totally different. Like Tinley, you're a good example of this. You already knew how well it worked. So when you were talking to people, it's like your energy and excitement was already off the charts. And so I hope this was helpful, guys, but the core compensation plan hasn't changed. They've literally just added to it. And that just excites me. That just excites me for what's possible. And I just think the more they align behavior rewards with what drives volume, the better it is. I talked to Holly the other day about real is refreshing, how like vulnerability. And a lot of times I want to tell you like the nicest, rosiest, most beautiful version of things, but I get paid executive lifestyle bonus in 2 different positions. So it kind of hurts my feelings if I'm being honest. Like I have questions, but here's the thing. I'm realigning behavior so that I'm maximizing it. I hope it pays me quadruple what I've ever earned in ELB. And I know that doing the behaviors that are filling the hole in the bucket, because I have a hole in the bucket. And so doing the behaviors that fill the hole in the bucket, may it bless all of us. May it get people the best possible results. May they try the amazing products. And it should hurt all of our feelings that if somebody came in with me for collagen, they don't even know about Supermix. They don't even know about the watermelon Bia. They don't even know about, Ionix Supreme or about Nitro. And that should hurt all of our feelings. Like it's sad. And I lose sight of cross-promoting products that they're amazing. And I'm going to encourage all of us to get back in. I think Ann White, I'll give you the biggest shout out. You do such a good job of posting on our pages and telling people about other products. Jackie Kirby, amazing. Jack Callagher. Like there's people that are out there sharing other products and doing a great job in the pages. But I'm going to encourage all of us. That's the challenge for the week, is just make sure your people know, like, they could be out there looking for, you started on nutrition, you could be out looking for a collagen, and your poor people could be out putting clumpy coffee into their body tomorrow morning and not getting any results because they don't even know that Isagenix has a great collagen. Or they might not know about moringa as the most potent antioxidant and most potent plant in the world. So in any event, I thank you guys so much. And I appreciate all of you. And I hope you have the best night. Well, anybody who wants to go comp plan, I'll respond to the messages I got about the message to Marla. May Marla be a Crystal executive. And may all of you tell her you heard the message that it all started from. I love you guys so much. And I thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Jessica.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Bye, Jess. Night. Thank you.
Thank you.